Well, Mark, Kimmitt is a retired US Army Brigadier General and joins us now from Washington, D.C. Mark, good to have you with us. So why is it, do you think, that Mike Pompeo isn't prepared to sign off on a draft of this deal?
Well, I think there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered for Secretary Pompeo. It's important to recognize that he first was a soldier, and I think he has in the back of his mind the concerns that a typical soldier would have, and which is, has all the work done by our soldiers over the past 18 years been accomplished? Or if we leave and pull our troops out, can our soldiers be proud of what's been done? So he does have some reservations as a former soldier, and I think also as our chief diplomat, he's got some concerns about whether the Taliban can be trusted to uphold their sides of the bargain. So not only Mike Pompeo, but there are a number of people inside the U.S. government that have some reservations over what they believe are the terms of this deal. But
this deal has been agreed by U.S. envoy Zalmay Khalilzad. There's been 9 rounds of talks with Taliban representatives in Qatar. Does it not represent the best chance of progress right now in getting security back to Afghanistan?
Look, there are 2 things I'd say to that. Number one, remember, Zalmay has said that this is an agreement in principle. And as so often happens with envoys, they have to take the deal that they've agreed to at the table and get the next table back in their own home countries to agree. It may well be that some are in a hurry to get an agreement, and oftentimes when you're in a hurry to get an agreement, you get a bad agreement. So those back in Washington, D.C., who have a little more time to reflect and soberly look at the terms of the agreement may simply say, Zal, this is not bad, but get back in and get us some more of what we need. Particularly at a time when the Taliban are still killing international troops and taking great glee in telling people that we just want to show that we're still strong. Is that a partner that shares our promise of peace? I don't think so.
Right, and another concern is that once those 5,400 US troops, or however many troops are withdrawn, that's going to be a permanent withdrawal, because the US President, Donald Trump, has said he wants to end US involvement in Afghanistan.
Well, I think he wants to end U.S. involvement in Afghanistan, but he does not want to stop the war on terror. Just because we would not have troops on the ground doesn't mean that we would be either incapable or unwilling of prosecuting the war on terror against any Al-Qaeda or Al-Qaeda affiliated groups in the country. Maybe a little more difficult doing it from over the horizon, but not impossible for American capabilities.
Mark, good to have you with us. Thanks very much indeed. Mark Kimmitt there in Washington, D.C.